What up, guys? Alchemist here, and I got something nice for you. So today I got a Wavesplitter build for you guys for this artifact. But before we get into that, I want to show a lot of love and appreciation towards all the new people, the newcomers that's new to my channel, that subscribed up for the Destiny content. Glad to have you. I love talking with you guys, the positivity. Glad I can help some of you guys. Y'all enjoying the builds, the content, the useful information. It means a lot. It means a lot. I may start streaming this so y'all can see more of me when it comes to, you know, I'm a very silly guy, entertaining wise, on stream playing Destiny and whatnot and other games as well. But if you want to see my videos early, do think about becoming a member of the channel. It does help support me a lot. And also you get your videos early, because I be having like 5 videos up there at once, but I be spreading them out because YouTube don't like me uploading multiple times in a day. So if you want to see my build videos early, become a member. And for the ones that be coming to my channel saying rude and toxic comments and stuff, the feel is mutual, bitch. Okay, yeah, you ain't know it's like that around here. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. Okay, y'all can go skedaddle. Okay, I ain't no freaking new gamer. I've been gaming since a little kid. I clearly post content for a reason, for people that don't got the information and the knowledge. Okay, so if you don't need the knowledge, just skedaddle, bounce. You don't need to be over here. Okay, I ain't here for all that negativity with gaming and stuff, bro. I'm here for the positivity and have fun. Okay, y'all be taking life too serious, and I know y'all is not good to be around in person, bro. But check out the drip. Today we're rocking a Wavesplitter build. Okay, Wavesplitter, if you don't know what a Wavesplitter do, this is one of my favorite weapons since D2 dropped, bro. I needed to get a catalyst, bro. Bungie, please give it a catalyst. Give it attrition orbs out of catalyst. It just sounds so perfect for it, bro. Give it attrition orbs. Alright, so what this is how to do is, it says collecting an orb of power grants a period of maximum power that starts with an automatic reload. Sustained fire in this mode suppresses targets. The increased damage is 68%, basically 69%. It's like 68.7%. But the increased damage is 68% when you pick up an orb of power. And the thing about this weapon is it oscillates between power levels. It got low power level, medium power level, and high power level. But if you pick up an orb of power, it stays on high power level. Cause medium is like, I think medium's like 30% damage for this gun. Yeah, it's like 32%, and then low power is just the normal damage. So you want to always have orbs of powers with this weapon to make it always have that 68% damage buff. When you pick up orb power, it stays on for 10 seconds, but if you pick up another orb power after you pick up that first one, it buffs the timer up to 20 seconds. The buffs does stay on the weapon while it's stowed. So if you pick up an orb of power while this weapon is stowed, don't worry, it still will be getting that buff. So if you swap to it, it will be doing extra damage. That's basically the whole point of this weapon. And then when you do sustained damage to an enemy, it does suppresses them. So if you're doing sustained damage to an enemy for 2 seconds, it suppresses them, making them not able to shoot back if it's a regular major enemy, whatever. So it's very good for locking down a major enemy and they not being able to do anything to you. And yeah, just an amazing weapon overall, right? You want to pair this with multi-mac, simply because, or any other weapon that got attrition orbs. This whole build, we're trying to make as many orbs on the ground as possible. Not only got super quick, but also to keep Wavesplitter supercharged up as long as possible. So you're rocking our multi-mac that Banshee gave away for free to everyone during that little loot disaster Bungie had going on. So you're rocking our attrition orb and kinetic tremor multi-mac to just rain orbs of power, and it got Skulking Wolf, which they buffed up. You get a kill with this at low health, you do become it does make the accuracy of the enemies less accurate to you. So yeah, very good gun. And then I have you watching retrofit, but you can write whatever heavy you want, to be honest. I just chose a void weapon because the void artifact, and I love retrofit because of the ammo economy on it. But you will see in the low sector, there's plenty of time my Wavesplitter was doing more damage than the retrofit because of the artifact. So yeah, Wavesplitter is crazy right now. The exotic we're wearing is Star Eaters, and I'm going to explain more on this because it can go multiple ways with this build. Star Eaters, you gain additional super energy from picking up orbs of power. Since we purposely going to be raining hella orbs in this build, I thought Star Eaters was the perfect exotic for this build. So you pick up the orbs that you're making for Wavesplitter and get additional super energy from all the orbs you're making with Star Eater scales. While your super energy is full, picking up Oils of Power overcharges your super. And then it say causing you to gain a burst of healing when you cast your super and a bonus to your super damage. A maximum charge, you also gain an overshield. So when you got max over shield, when you get max stacks, you get an overshield when you pop the super. The increased damage you get from this, it's like 6 stacks, I believe. 6 stacks for Star Eaters, and if you got max stacks, increase your super damage by 70%. And then you get like an overshield that's 100% health. 100 health, I mean. So that's the exotic we're rocking. But I want to make sure I add this caveat. You do not have to run Star Eater scales in this build. You can also run, I know I'm finna give y'all some weird choices that y'all probably not gonna agree with, but trust me, I play the game a lot, trust me. Gwynson Vest. You can rock Gwynson Vest with this build if you gonna rock Spectral Blade. They did buff Spectral Blade a lot in PvE now, so the damage is actually very good. And with the artifact this season, the damage goes up even more. So you can rock this exotic and just shred through a whole room of enemies with this exotic on and just massacre them basically. So this is definitely an option. It makes super stays on longer, and then of course you get the extra benefit of when you X out invisibility, you do a weaken smoke in front of you, so you can weaken enemies in front of you if you're trying to get more close and personal. So this is an option you can go with instead of Star Eaters. You can definitely go with Orpheus Rigs as well in case you don't want to do a strong super attack. You can go with Orpheus Rigs so that you can just keep getting your super back every time you shoot a shadow shot out there with your super with Deadfall. Or you can go with a third shot of more Mobius Quiver, but I think Star Eater just better with the DPS, I think, with having just the 2 instead of 3 rallies, right? So Orpheus Rigs is another example of you getting your super back very quick, 50%, and just keep raining orbs. Last but not least, Gear Falcons. I know. I want to make sure I say this one stern and like strict, very blunt. Because I had someone on my Void video, my Void meta video, that clearly is the Void meta video. It's the video you can run, it's the build you can run no matter what episode / season or artifact, right? So, and someone's like, nobody's finna watch this. This is clickbait. Why your Gear Falcon because of artifact? I'm finna tell you guys right now, hard to end content. Relying off of that artifact to get volatile rounds in your build is not smart at all. You have way more consistency using Gear Falcons still in this season for volatile rounds compared to the artifact. I personally prefer the consistency with Gear Falcon, knowing that I'm gonna have volatile round uptime 24/7 whenever I get out Envious, compared to me trying to get precision shots and kills from volatile marksman in this artifact. So if you are rocking Gear Falcon, you do not have to have volatile marksman on. You can pick something else in this slot, which I don't see anything else in the slot to put on. So I would recommend still put on volatile marksman for the second perk, where volatile detonation give you class ability energy. I would still rock Gear Falcons and still just rock all the void stuff, just so the uptime. You're gonna see me in the lost sector. I struggle a little bit without having Gear Falcon on because the volatile rounds uptime was not on 24/7 consistently. When you're on harder content, it's hard to get rapid void weapon kills to keep volatile rounds, and then getting precision hits with a trace rifle is too many bullets you got to get into the enemy in order for you to get the volatile rounds. So the consistency is not that good. So I still recommend Gear Falcons to hunters this season in harder end content. I promise you, I still recommend it. Your DPS goes down tremendously when you don't have volatile rounds going, and it makes your stylish execution combo goes down as well. So please still be rocking Gear Falcon this season. I promise you, the uptime on it, the consistency is there. So those are 3 exotics I recommend. Okay, now artifacts. Since we're talking about artifact, you want to be rocking Overload Trace Rifle, even though you don't really need this because Wavesplitter does suppression with stuns Overload champions. This still will exhaust enemies on its own, so have Overload Trace Rifles on just to make the enemies do less damage while you're shooting them. Make sure you have on Beam Medic. I talked about how all these artifact perks work in my artifact video that I just dropped today. Make sure you check it out. Beam Medic's pretty good if you kill 4 enemies very quick. Again, very hard to proc and hard to end content. and if volatile killing enemies, it won't proc. But if you kill 4 enemies very quick, it will give you a big bump of HP to your health bar. But yeah, it's not as potent as I wished it was. It works in easier content, but harder in content, not so much. Elemental Siphon, just to add more uptime on getting Void Breach for your class ability. This one not really that important, right? I got Hold the Line on for my machine gun kills to give me health since I have machine gun on. But the main thing you want in this build is Harsh Refraction. Trace rifles do more damage to targets afflicted by elemental debuffs matching their elemental type. This gives trace rifles, besides Microcosm, 35% extra damage. 35%. Microcosm only gets 20%. So this right here giving Wavesplitter 35% extra damage 24/7 while you're doing damage with volatile rounds with the goddamn weakening you get from volatile rounds, and Wavesplitter's buff as well. We got Malign Harvest on, so when we're doing rapid volatile explosions, it gives us void weapon damage to create a weakening burst. So we always weakening the targets, volatile up all day. So we get that 15% debuff, volatile explosion, 35% buff, the 68% buff picking up all the orbs of light. And then we got, so Wavesplitter's doing dumb damage. We got Dreadful Finisher on, so we finish our move, we get special ammo because they love throwing famine in these low sectors. And then we got Limit Break on, so as long as we got Devour on, when we pop our Mobius Quiver, it will get a 30% buff in the damage. And then we got Star Eaters on to stack on the extra 70% damage with it. So our Mobius Quiver is doing dumb damage. And then lastly, we got Void Flux on. I don't really like Void Flux that much. It said defeating a weakened target, spread volatile to the nearby targets. But if you're rocking something like Gear Falcon, you have volatile rounds up 24/7. So you don't really need this on to spread volatile. You're gonna be shooting everybody with volatile anyway, right? So I would actually not recommend this, and I would recommend like Defibrillating Blast for the bolt charge damage and stuff. Fragments and Aspects. We're rocking Mobius Quiver, rocking Marksman Die, so we can shade step to reload our Wavesplitter and stuff. We run out of ammo. Triple Jump, Snare Bomb, Suppressor Grenade, just to go into more of the suppression fantasy in this build. Rocking On the Prowl for the extra fragment mostly, but it is good when we kill enemies. We get some ability energy and stuff back as well, but we're mostly doing it just for the extra fragment slot because I couldn't figure out what to take off with Vanishing Step, so I was like, F it, let's just get another fragment slot. You definitely can put it on Vanishing Step if you feel like you can finesse with these fragments. We're rocking Stylish Executioner, so whenever we do kill a debuff target, which whether it's weakening, suppress, or volatile, we get invisibility. And then we got our fragments. We have Echo Persistence, so that our invisibility stay on longer, our Overshield stay on longer, and our Devour stay on longer. We're rocking Echo Starvation, so we pick up a Void Breach, we get Devour, or we pick up Overpower, we get Devour, which is going to be always. We're rocking Echo Harvest, so when we defeat weakened targets, it creates Overpower and Void Breach. Like I said, we're really pouring into the super fantasy here with all the Orbs of Power dropping. We're rocking Echo Succession, mostly for the second part, not the first part. First part say when you finish a move, you spread volatile to the enemies, but we mostly have the second part. Defeating volatile targets create a Void Breach, since we're gonna have volatile up all the time. And then we're rocking Echo Domineering, because after suppressing a target, you gain greatly increased mobility, which is plus 30 mobility for a short duration, and your equipped weapon is reloaded from reserves. Since Wavesplitter suppresses on its own, when you shooting Wavesplitter for 2 seconds, it will automatically reload because of this perk, because Wavesplitter will suppress. So making it that you don't have to worry about reloading just a tad bit when you're shooting Wavesplitter. And then also defeating suppressed targets create a Void Breach, which we will be doing because we're shooting Wavesplitter. Mods we're rocking two special ammo finders for Wavesplitter and 1 harmonic sight, so when we kill people with Wavesplitter, we make Orbs of Power. Rocking Momentum Transfer, Focusing Strike, and Bolstering Detonation. You get our class ability and melee and grenade stuff back quicker. Well, mostly, yeah. We're rocking Resist mods, whatever it is, but we're rocking 1 harmonic reserve mod for our Void weapons, have more ammo on it. We're rocking 2 Void weapon surges, and then for the extra 17% damage to Wavesplitter. And then we're rocking Reaper, so when we shade step a lot, we make Orb Power. And then we got Powerful Traction, pick up the orbs off the ground. So we will be shade stepping a lot because all the volatile explosions giving us class ability energy, and the Void Breaches giving us class ability energy. that's the build, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Again, me personally, I prefer Gear Falcon on this build, and when y'all use it, y'all probably gonna feel the same way when y'all notice that Volatile's not on 24/7. So I recommend Gear Falcon, but you know, I made the build. Y'all can determine for yourselves how it works for you guys. Just me personally, hard to end content, Gear Falcon is better, way more consistent and better to keep the damage going. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below about this build. Love you guys, appreciate you guys always, and until next time, stay up.